It is impossible for two people to meet and discuss the most private details of one of their lives, week after week, without stirring up strong feelings in both people. When psychotherapy is ongoing and real, it touches the full spectrum of emotional life of each participant. Care and concern, affection, attraction, repulsion, joy, sorrow, anger, indifference, competitiveness, resentment, spite, envy, everything. Powerful feelings necessarily arise in intimate human relationships, and meaningful psychotherapy is an intimate relationship. In some ways, it is like other intimate relationships, bringing out the best and the worst in us. But in other ways, it's like no other relationship will ever experience. If psychotherapy is meaningful, it ultimately changes both people. Sigmund Freud was the first modern psychotherapist and the first to understand this. He wrote in 1905, "No one who, like me, conjures up the most evil of those half-tamed demons that inhabit the human beast and seeks to wrestle with them, can expect to come through the struggle unscathed." As it was then, so it has been for every generation of psychotherapists since. Contrary to popular belief, psychotherapists are not trained to somehow turn off their feelings toward their patients. Even if that were possible, it would make us less than fully human. What psychotherapists do, rather, is cultivate the ability to fully feel our feelings without acting on them and without burdening our patient with them. To use a bit of therapy jargon, we contain those feelings. This means allowing ourselves to feel them without letting them hijack our attention or start running the show. Skilled psychotherapists also learn to use the feelings that arise in the psychotherapy relationship in a disciplined way as a potential source of information about patients and how to help them. We understand that the feelings patients evoke in us often contain crucial information the patient cannot yet put into words. For example, therapists treating narcissistically self-absorbed patients often feel a sense of being invisible, as if their presence is superfluous. Beginners might try to tune that feeling out or find themselves withdrawing emotionally. A skilled clinician, however, will note that unpleasant feeling and get curious about what's happening in the therapy relationship that's eliciting it. They might realize the patient has been consistently ignoring their comments, carrying on as if they hadn't spoken. They might remember the patient came to treatment because their intimate relationships never last, and they might connect some dots. Perhaps the patient's relationships go sour because they make others feel invisible too. At the right time, they might bring up the topic. "I'm noticing there's not much room for me to participate in this discussion. I wonder if you've been aware of that too." It takes years to learn to work this way, and the learning never ends. It's work for a lifetime. It begins with in-depth psychotherapy for the psychotherapist to become comfortable with the darker corners of our own minds. We learn to understand and accept difficult feelings most people habitually shut out. The purpose of personal psychotherapy. For therapists, one purpose anyway, is to become comfortable and familiar, navigating the terrain of emotional life. Finally, to safely work with powerful emotional forces, those half-tamed demons. Certain conditions are necessary. These constitute the therapy frame, which, like a picture frame, delineates the action of therapy from life outside of sessions. Some have likened the frame to highway guardrails that prevent us from driving over a cliff. A therapist who knows how to maintain the therapy frame will have a therapist-patient relationship with you, and only a therapist-patient relationship. They will not see you socially or become your friend, lover, or business partner. They will set up a regular appointment schedule so you know exactly when you will see each other. They will start and end sessions on time. They will do psychotherapy during sessions and at no other time or place. They will exercise great care about disclosing their own feelings or discussing their own lives, never forgetting that your therapy sessions are for your emotional benefit, not theirs. They will generally avoid physical contact, making it clear that in psychotherapy, feelings are expressed in words, not action. The boundaries of the therapy frame may feel cold or arbitrary at first, but they reflect the hard-won wisdom of generations of therapists who learned the hard way that they are necessary for doing deep emotional work. The paradox is that the frame provides the safety and security needed for both people to fully engage in the process and for the patient to relax into the therapy and truly open up. The more secure the boundaries, the more freedom there is within them. For example, it's safe to delve into fantasies only when you are sure they will. Stay in the realm of fantasy and not be acted on. It's safe to let your guard down. And explore painful thoughts and feelings when you know the session has a clear beginning and end. When you know that, no matter what, you can count on the therapist to be there at the next appointment exactly as planned, then you can allow yourself to fully experience your fear of abandonment or express your rage. You can discuss your fantasies of kissing your therapist or punching them, or of being kissed or punched by them, only when you know there won't be any actual kisses or punches. We'd love to hear what you think down in the comments. As always, my friends, we thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.